Welcome to Breakfast Talkos, the podcast where we talk about whatever we want, including humans at their best, which we'll be talking about in this episode. We are your hosts,
Andrew,
Cash,
and guest host.
Where'd you go?
He was here just a second ago.
I swear he was. Alright, well, I guess we don't have a guest host for this episode.
Yep, so
I don't know.
You start with us.
I don't know where he went.
Okay, so today's episode is humans at their, I'm holding up quotation marks, best.
Quote unquote, yeah.
Yeah. So, don't get us confused. This is not humans at their best. This is humans at their, not best.
No.
Little misleading, but this is why I'm here, so I can explain that to you.
It's supposed to be funny.
You know, it's funny. Sarcasm. Yeah. Laugh.
Yep. Alright, well, who will be starting this episode?
I guess I'll start this episode. Okay, so humans are stupid. Okay. We know this. Okay. So I'm starting from way back.
Oh, way back.
Not way back, but like back with the Greeks. Okay.
Okay.
So there's this city called Troy.
Troy?
Okay, so this is like a really great city, you know, wonder city, super fortified. Like even like the full Greek force can't break this.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Super great city. That's not what it's known for. I say Troy, what do y'all think for? The Trojan horse. Okay. These idiots. Are these guys stupid enough? And they're like, idea, build a wooden horse on wheels.
And pretend it's a
gift. Put it out, and then it's like, it's a gift from Athena.
It's a gift from a rival?
Yeah. No, just like from the god. The god was like,
oh, it was the god.
Or I don't know, something like that.
They really are kind of dumb. To be like, a gift from the god, a big horse.
Wooden horse on wheels.
Yeah, what does that have to do with anything?
Never again shall you have to worry about fortitude. And they're all like,
sounds like a good idea.
Sounds legit.
Yeah,
let's bring it in. They like bring it in. They're like, well, we got a horse now. Yay! I'm not gonna check inside it.
Well, yeah.
So like 10 Greek guys just like come out under dark, and then they just walk in, unlock the door, and the Greek army comes marching in and takes Troy. And the Romans are like, what the? So yeah. Starting off strong.
Yeah, I don't think mine are as in-depth as yours. This might get a little dark, but...
Oh.
The Titanic. I know we all love talking about it. But so, I was doing some research for this episode, and there was a thing that the people were talking, and they're like, hey, we should probably bring binoculars to look for the icebergs, you know?
Yeah.
And then the lookout was like, nah, we don't need binoculars. And hence, you know the rest of the story. So that I think that was a bit of a mistake on their part to not bring the binoculars.
Yeah, I got this written down on my list. Okay. So there's this guy. I don't know his name. He's like working on a lookout crew before the Titanic launch. And like 5 days before the Titanic launches, they're like, you know what? Yeah, screw you. You're gonna go on another boat, okay? We got better people for this. And he takes the keys to the locked binoculars. He doesn't return them. He just takes the keys.
Why? Was he
I don't
just
know. He like forgot it.
Like,
either forgot it or was like, screw you, you fired me, I'm gonna take these keys. See how you like that. No binoculars for you, suckers. And he was kinda like, whatever, I got the keys.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think they could have gotten into
practical joke.
Wherever they could have
but like
stored the binoculars.
Yeah, he also knew where else maybe something. So he just took the keys like, haha, practical joke, suckers, I got your keys.
Practical joke, very funny.
Yeah. Haha, could have used those binoculars.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how long ago this was, but there was a thing called the Great Plague of London.
Oh yeah.
You've heard of this?
For London.
Heard of the
plagues.
Oh, you've heard of London? Well,
Yeah, I've heard of London and Inclinians.
Well, so the plague was going around, and there was a lot of cats everywhere, you know? For some reason, there was a lot of cats. So the people were suspicious about these cats, and they thought the cats were spreading the plague, right? So their genius idea, kill off the cats. Now that's...
We're sick, kill the cats.
Yeah. So, and turns out, unfortunately, that did not solve their problem, but unfortunately made it worse, because the plague was actually spread by rats, and cats like rats. They rhyme, so that made me sound kind of dumb, but
Rhyme? That's epic.
yeah, but that's so it just
So they're
did not
like,
help
screw the
them
cats
at
and the
all.
rats. Were like, ha ha ha,
Yeah,
suckers.
rubbing their hands together like
Yeah,
they
doing
do
that
not
little
even
like
know.
rat,
Yeah,
rat thing.
the rat thing.
Yeah, the rat hand thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm kind of waiting for a couple to the end, but I'm gonna just mention one that not many people know of.
Okay.
So there was this skyscraper called the Walkie Talkie. I don't know.
What?
They just called it Walkie Talkie. Okay, I think.
Cool.
Might be wrong. Fact check me. Whatever. It's called the Walkie Talkie, and it's built in solid glass and whatever. And I'm like, oh, giant
Majestic.
glass, majestic. They finished building this, and due to its design, the glass reflects sunlight in a way that concentrates it into like a laser of some sort, and it's this laser hot enough to melt cars.
To melt, what degree of melting are we talking about?
Like, I don't really know. I didn't see any.
Like, when you first said melt, I imagined like a puddle, but I can imagine
No.
it wasn't that powerful.
Yeah.
Like a droopy car.
Yeah, I think so. Edward will show a couple pictures. I think, hopefully, if he can
Alright,
find it. Edward, try to get some pictures in there. But yeah, so this skyscraper is just melting cars, and like shops around that are like bursting into flames, and everyone's like, "What the heck? It's aliens!" You know, like what?
I've heard of that. I didn't really hear all the stuff you talked about, but I remember the windows. Okay, so this one is really not much of a big situation as what we've been talking about for a while. It was actually a tweet on Twitter, and I'll quote this guy word for word. I broke out with my girlfriend at restaurant. Not at a restaurant, at restaurant.
Okay, yeah.
She started crying. Everyone thought I proposed to her, and they started clapping. That is
No,
very sad.
you're like, I want to break up.
Woo! Yeah. That's gotta be
Oof.
pretty hurtful on the girl's part.
The girl's like, why are you grabbing? I'm so good. No.
A long time ago, some dude had 7,500 Bitcoin on a US, not a USB, whatever, the
like a
thumb drive type of thing.
Drive stick.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And so, I don't know why, he accidentally threw it away. And for those of you who do not know, I looked it up earlier. 7,500 Bitcoin is about $120 million.
Yeah.
$120 million down the drain.
Exactly.
Because with, you know how rich
That guy
man is?
has got to be so mad.
Oh yeah.
Like,
and I've
I think
heard
a
they were-
lot of people. This has happened to like not just one guy,
Yeah.
but like several people.
But this his situation. That's a lot of Bitcoin, right?
Yeah. So
And I've heard this. He was like got a bunch of people to look through old dump sites for this tiny little thumb drive.
Yeah.
That contains so much money.
So there are like Bitcoin back when it came out was worth like either like a quarter of a cent or quarter of a dollar to like $1 per
Yeah.
Bitcoin.
This however much he had, 7,500.
Yeah.
It said it was about $1,000.
Yeah. So if you'd like bought Bitcoin, like back then, like back when it came out, like my parents were talking about this. They were like, yeah, it was like $1. So if you'd bought like, I'm just gonna make it math easy on myself. Go like 20 Bitcoin, like $20, whatever. It's a new company, drop it, whatever. You would have $1 million
for $20.
$20
that is
converted
crazy.
into $1 million. Like $20.
That is unbelievable.
Like I have $20, and I am like still in school. Like that is like still like something like whatever. Sure, give up $20, whatever. $1 million. That is insane.
I mean, I would like $1 million, but if that meant I had to pay $20, nah. I'm not that dumb. I wouldn't pay $20 to get money. All right, I've got one about Netflix.
Oh.
So Netflix offered themselves to Blockbuster for $50 million. It's a lot of money, right?
Yeah, a lot of money.
Yeah. So after a while, Blockbuster declined, kindly, let's say.
I heard they laughed at Netflix's face, but
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's why they didn't believe in Netflix.
yeah.
And shortly after that, Blockbuster died, and Netflix is worth about almost $150 billion now.
Whoa, like
Billion
billion.
in the
That's
billions.
a lot.
From $50 million, like the Bitcoin thing, that is a huge return.
Yeah, like 50 million, sure, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Like Blockbuster could have done it.
Yeah.
But Netflix is 150 billion. That is so much of a return.
You know, it makes me sad how they could have taken these offers and that could have been rolling in dough.
Yeah.
But they didn't because they didn't want to.
I've got another one. So we've all heard of NASA. Big government-owned space company, okay?
Yep. I hope everyone's heard of NASA.
Yeah. If you haven't, now you do, okay? So NASA is building like a Mars telescope. Nothing too big, not like like Hubble or anything. Just like telescope to just go orbit Mars. Still expensive. They're working with a company because NASA obviously, like even though it's government owned, they don't have nearly enough money to build a telescope by themselves.
Okay.
Or like whatever. So they like asked this company, they're like, hey, would you mind building a couple parts for our spaceship? We'll pay you some money, whatever. So in the end, this ends up costing like 125 million, which is nothing compared to Cash's, but still, like a lot.
Yeah, nothing compared to my rocket.
NASA had the stupidity, or either NASA or the company they worked with, they got mixed up with meters versus feet. So this telescope is got half of it built with feet, and the other half is built with meters. So they're like, yeah, we launched it, and then it like gets launched into Mars, and it just kind of like dies, and it's just launched, and NASA's like, it's just gone. God. 25 million just launched into space.
Well, 125 million.
125 million, just gone.
Well, actually, speaking of NASA, I have another one on the list, and you mentioned the Hubble telescope.
Oh.
So,
much bigger telescope.
Yeah. So they launched the Hubble telescope, right? It was like what, $1.5 billion or something.
Yeah.
They launched it up. Super big deal. Super crazy.
Gonna be super crazy. Gonna do a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah. Only to realize, once reviewing the photos, that they're blurry. Blurry photos.
Yeah.
That's not.
Yeah, that is. We launched a space telescope. It's gonna be amazing.
Yep, but
and then they're like, we got the first picture. Oh my god, quick, look at it. And like, it's blurry.
That, just imagine working for NASA, and that picture's loading, and then it pops up on the screen, and it's absolute garbage, and you're like, what? That was $1.5 billion. What do you...
Yeah. They did not have to like leave the, unlike mine where they just kind of had to like it's gone.
Ditch the plane.
Yeah. They were able to repair it, but it was like another like $200 million to like send a spaceship up and dock. And
well, that's better than creating a new one.
Yeah, but still, like, that is such, like, come on, NASA, what the heck? Okay, so, that's been us talking about humanity's greatest, in quotation marks.
You know, this episode made me hurt.
Yeah.
A lot. Very, very sad stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, so, guest, you did.
Yeah.
Great.
I don't know, he just ran out the door or something before we started recording.
Yeah, but, we'll track him down.
Yeah, we'll talk to him about that. Well, anyways, thank you for listening to Breakfast Talkos. Every Monday morning, we have a new episode for you to listen to during your morning routine. But anyways, we'll see you in the next episode, and don't make mistakes like this.
Do not make mistakes.